Moms, how did your daughter find proof your husband was cheating? My 8-year-old Sophie lost her favorite stuffed elephant in the yard. She was crying about Mr. Peanuts, so I let her check our Ring doorbell footage to find where she dropped him. 20 minutes later, she runs to me with my phone, confused. Mommy, who's this lady with Daddy? My heart stopped. There was my husband bringing some blonde woman to our door, kissing her in broad daylight. I felt like someone had punched me in the stomach. I couldn't breathe. Sophie was still talking, but her voice sounded like it was underwater. I watched this woman, this stranger, unlock my door with my husband's key. They were laughing, actually laughing. Sophie kept scrolling, innocent, just looking for her elephant. Look, Mommy, there's more. Every Tuesday and Thursday for weeks, there she was. This woman, in my house, wearing my missing robe, using my coffee mug, sitting on my couch where I read bedtime stories to Sophie. Worst part? In one video, she's wearing my anniversary necklace, the one he gave me last year, saying it was just for me. I felt nauseous. Is she Daddy's work friend? Sophie asked. Still scrolling through dates? I couldn't speak. My throat felt like sandpaper. My 8-year-old had accidentally become a detective looking for a stuffed toy, and she'd blown up my entire world. I sent Sophie to play while I sat on my bathroom floor, crying into a towel so she wouldn't hear. 10 years of marriage. 10 years. And he brought another woman into the home where our daughter sleeps, where I make her breakfast every morning, where we built our life. I felt like such an idiot. All those late meetings and work trips. All those times he came home smelling different, acting distant. I'd made excuses for him in my head. He's working hard for our family, I told myself. What a complete joke. I kept replaying the footage in my head. How comfortable they looked together. How he touched her face the same way he used to touch mine. How she knew exactly where our coffee maker was. The way they moved around my kitchen like they lived there, because apparently they did. The betrayal wasn't just him cheating. It was him bringing her into Sophie's world, our sacred space. Every surface in my house suddenly felt contaminated. Even my own bed felt foreign. When he got home that evening, I was making dinner like absolutely nothing happened. My hands were shaking, but I needed to stay calm for Sophie. She ran up excited. Daddy, I found your work friend on camera. She's really pretty. Does she like elephants too? His face went ghost white. He looked at me, panic flashing in his eyes. Sophie kept talking, completely oblivious. She was wearing Mommy's pink robe. Did you let her borrow it? And that sparkly necklace, one that makes Mommy cry happy tears? That's when he knew I knew. His face crumpled. He looked at me over Sophie's head. I just held up my phone showing the footage. Game over. He tried to explain later, after Sophie went to bed. It's not what it looks like, he whispered. But I showed him video after video. His shoulders sagged. How long have you known? He asked. About 20 minutes longer than our daughter, I said. The conversation was utterly pathetic. He tried every cliche in the book. It meant nothing. I was going to end it. I love you. But when I asked him to look me in the eyes and tell me he'd never brought her into Sophie's room, into our bed, he couldn't. The silence said everything. I asked him one question that broke me. When you were with her, did you ever think about how this would destroy your daughter's world? He had no answer. That's when I knew our marriage was over. The kicker? Sophie never found Mr. Peanuts, but she found something way more important, the truth. Kids see everything we miss, even when they're not looking. He moved out Friday. Sophie asked if his work friend would help him find a new house. I laughed through my tears.